Hey, what is up mortals, it is JamesCfer here, and before we get into today's video, there's a few things I'd like to say. Firstly, we're doing quite well sub-wise, and view-wise we're improving, which is good because after the past few months we were actually going downhill for a little bit. But it's good that we're back in the positive. Next thing, thank you all for supporting this channel so much, it means the world to me and the team. And if you want to continue to support this channel, watch my videos, watch Anime Royalties videos. What is Anime Royalty? Well, it's a channel that's going up on the 15th, and it's going to have even more me on it. So if that's not a reason to go watch it, I don't know what is. But I'm just kidding with that. There's a lot of us anime YouTubers who are coming together to work on this, and I've been trying to build a community over the past year and a bit, and there's about 6 of us working on it at the moment, and in total we've got a 14-member team. So yeah, if you want to go support that, there's a link in the description to that Discord. It's the main Discord, where you can get updates on literally all of our videos at once. So whenever they go live, you'll know first. Yeah, if you feel like supporting me on Patreon, go to my Patreon, it's in the description below. If you can't afford to support us with money, I understand. But there's another way you can support us, by United Nations smashing that like button, and that subscribe button, and also leaving a comment on this video. Go check out my other videos if you want more reference material from me, JamesCfer. I'm kidding, we have a lot of people who work on these videos, and they put a lot of effort into it. I'm rambling at this point, let's get into the video. What if Deku had a Regeneration Quirk, Part 7? Izuku's fight with Todoroki is up. He's ready to beat Todoroki and will not accept failure as an option. Todoroki is also determined to win, wanting to prove that he can win without using his father's side. Both fighters are prepared. As Izuku assumes a battle position, Midnight raises the flag up, and before anyone knows, she swings it down yelling, "Begin!" Immediately Todoroki goes for an ice attack, slamming his foot against the ground. Almost instantly, Izuku channels One for All in his toe and hops over it, dodging. He manages to dodge with ease and the crowd is just clapping and cheering in excitement. This is gonna be the apex. Izuku knows that he has to go for the knockout right away, placing his hand behind his back and flicking his finger, channeling One for All in it, flinging himself towards Todoroki, who makes an ice wall to try and block the oncoming attack. This is not what Izuku expected, as having an opponent with these reflexes is rare. He grabs the ice wall, flinging himself onto the floor and dodging all the damage he can. He barely gets any damage from this. He starts running at Todoroki, channeling One for All on his arm, which Todoroki knows would end the fight if it landed. He places a hand on the ground and creates another massive ice attack, which charges across the arena right at Izuku. This is what Izuku expected. He was prepared for this. He punches the arena, sending a shockwave through it. All the ice shatters and the arena just starts cracking up from the blow. Shockwaves go everywhere as the audience is actually blown back into their seats. In front of him, Todoroki is barely holding on. He creates another ice wall, and Izuku just runs at it, flicking, breaking another finger. Todoroki just keeps bringing up ice walls as Izuku just keeps breaking his fingers, destroying them. With his ice, Todoroki creates a wall of it. He's trying to stop these pressure waves that Izuku's creating. They're overwhelming. Some shards somehow get through. One of them even slices Todoroki's shoulder. Kirishima is in the crowd saying that Izuku has Todoroki beat if he does the glowy thing again. Bakugo just looks at him and says, "It's not that simple." Izuku is trying to preserve his stamina for later on in the fights, which is what Bakugo wants him to do. Then Todoroki pushes him up against a wall of just pure ice, which Izuku can't actually block at this point. It's too close. He can't smash it, there's not enough time. He uses One for All in his toe, on the same foot that he used One for All, flinging himself upwards. Todoroki expected this, as he makes another wall of ice just flinging upwards, hitting Izuku in the face, causing him to fall backwards, nearly out of the arena. Izuku stands, limping. He's in pain. Everyone is kind of struggling to watch, but they're all super excited still. Todoroki even notices this, and knows that he can knock him out right now, but he decides to take the time to question him. "Midoriya, why aren't you using your Regeneration Quirk? The speed at which you normally regenerate is way faster than this." Todoroki asks this in a cold way. "If you refuse to use your other quirk, then so do I," Izuku says. Izuku's pride won't let him win with a handicap, which is why he wants an even match. Todoroki is taken aback by this, but Izuku just smiles. Izuku runs towards Todoroki saying, "Got ya!" Todoroki is a bit taken aback to see both of Izuku's arms now fully healed. With one hand, Izuku flicks himself at Todoroki. With the other hand, he uses One for All in his elbow and knee. His elbow to hit Todoroki in his elbow, creating a large cracking noise as he breaks Todoroki's arm. Izuku falls backwards, hitting the arena floor. Todoroki looks at the right side of him, sees his arm is now broken. He can't use his ice, at least not from his hand, and his field attacks won't be enough, and it's not even close to being as precise. He's lost the match. Izuku goes to stand up, but staggers a bit, falling onto one knee. His knee is unable to move. He stares at Todoroki, a bit cocky, with a smile on his face, looking at his opponent, who stares in confusion. What will you do now, Shoto? Forfeit or use your fire side? This is a choice that you have to think about. Todoroki doesn't know what to do. He doesn't want to use his fire side, but he might have to. Izuku prepares to flick his finger and release, the flick at him. The fight is going to end there. The attack hits Todoroki, but he doesn't move. He can still make ice, so he makes a wall behind himself. That's not it though. The gust of wind turns into an inferno as a huge amount of fire rushes towards the crowd. Luckily, Cementos is there, creates a wall of cement to stop it from hitting the crowd. Todoroki is stood there with flames coming off of him. This doesn't mean anything to him. He'll beat Izuku. He'll show off that he doesn't need it. He fires a huge blast of fire at Izuku, hitting him and burning his right side. But Izuku manages to push the flames away with one for all. Izuku uses full body mode, and all of his wounds start to heal. He stands up, his vision blurry. Izuku can barely keep his eyes open, but yet he can't lose. Todoroki fires a huge fire blast at Izuku, who starts running. He keeps running forward faster and faster and faster. Eventually the attacks hit him. Todoroki knows that he might have to move his hand, but no. Izuku just keeps running through the attacks. He knows that he can regenerate it. Izuku is getting tireder and tireder. He's burning through all of his energy. Eventually he uses one for all in both of his legs, flinging himself at Todoroki. Launching himself through the fire, his skin is just burning off him as he goes to strike Todoroki. He then emerges from the attack in front of Todoroki, shocking everyone. This single second goes for an eternity, or so it feels like it. Izuku's arms both glow as he raises them towards the side, clapping his hands together, and a huge shockwave just emerges from his hands, sending Todoroki and Izuku flying. Todoroki goes backwards quite far, hitting the wall. As he flops to the floor, Izuku goes flying further and further and is about to fly out of the arena when All Might catches him. He lands on the floor, walking off and holding Izuku's unconscious body. Midnight doesn't know what. She can't declare Izuku the winner because he was caught after flying. He didn't get a chance to hit the ground. But Todoroki did technically hit the wall first. After talking it over, they decide to declare neither of them the winners, but instead they'll hold a battle royale. After the second round is finished, every winner will be put into the arena against each other. This intrigues the class of 1A, as hopefully it'll be all of them in the fight. The rest of the fights go the same as in the anime, with Yaoyorozu winning her fight. Meanwhile, Izuku wakes up, still weak in his arms and legs, and really weak from his constant use of one for all and his healing. Todoroki comes over and sits next to him, telling Izuku that he was really reckless during that fight, so much that his wounds have not even finished healing and, well, his quirk might not actually be able to heal one of those wounds. This perplexes Izuku as he looks in a mirror and looks at his face to see a burn mark across the right side of his cheek. Izuku is confused. He's never seen an injury that he can't heal. Surely he'll be fine if he has a pill or two. As he goes to get up, All Might tells him to rest. When he is healed, they can go on. All Might then tells Izuku about all the fights and what's about to occur in a moment. Although Izuku wants to watch, he is really too weak to move and, well, he has to remain watching at the wall. Bakugo and Ida, as well as Yaoyorozu, step into the arena. All three of them prepare to fight for victory. As Midnight yells to begin, Bakugo starts blasting towards Ida, who runs at Bakugo. As the two go in for an attack, Yaoyorozu throws a flashbang in the middle of the pair, letting out a huge explosion of light. Yaoyorozu creates a metal staff and rushes at Bakugo. He just explodes upwards, dodging any attacks he might sustain. Ida manages to recover his eyes quick enough to actually roundhouse kick her in the face. She goes flying and manages to recover just quick enough so that she didn't go out of the arena. Then Bakugo arrives in the middle of the attack. He hits both of them with an intense explosion, hitting them in the gut, sending them both to the floor. Ida runs up, coming back at him. He uses Reciprocal Burst at Bakugo, who grabs Yaoyorozu's staff, hitting Ida in the leg, changing his trajectory. Yaoyorozu creates a sword, which annoys Bakugo as he just yells at her to die, weakling, blasting her with pretty much all he has. She creates a shield, blocking the explosion as much as she can, causing Ida to come at Bakugo and try and slam him in the side. It seems that Yaoyorozu and Ida are working together. They slam him into the arena. Ida then stands up, grabbing Bakugo by the shirt and starting to run towards the edge of the arena, but Bakugo won't let him do this. Ida gets towards the edge and Bakugo uses an explosion to shoot upwards, holding Ida by the arm. The two are in the air. Bakugo releases his grasp, punching Ida in the face and exploding back to the arena. Ida jets back to the arena, but barely. Bakugo just unleashes a huge explosion onto the speedster, causing him to fly out of the arena. It's over for Ida. The crowd roars in excitement. and suddenly a cannon goes off as Bakugo explodes, well, gets hit in the back by a cannonball. His back actually gets injured by this. He can barely feel his legs. He now blasts his way over to Yaoyorozu, going left to right, dodging pretty much everything she shoots at him, and then uppercutting her, exploding her in the face. Bakugo's explosion, he holds it in his fist, kind of like a Detroit smash. She goes upwards and then downwards, hitting outside of the arena. All Might awards Bakugo, Yaoyorozu, and Ida for their places, with Bakugo coming in first, Yaoyorozu in second, Ida in third, and Todoroki as well as Midoriya in fourth. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. This is the first time I've done a regen video since part 1, I think, and I'm kind of happy to be doing it again. So, let me know your thoughts on these videos. If you've got any more what if ideas, let me know. Now, if you feel like supporting the channel and don't have money to do it, well, hit the like button. Don't just hit it though. United Nations smash it. Yeah, that's what you do. Also hit that subscribe button, that'd be nice. And don't forget to leave a comment, it helps the channel out. If you want any other information, go into the description and check the links. Anyway, that's it for this video. Peace out, mortals, have an amazing day. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining.